Hi, besties. Welcome back. Happy Friday. I'm going to try to get this out today. It is 4 o'clock, 3:58 my time, and I am now breaking my fast. It is a 20-hour fast I am breaking. I'm doing an egg diet. I was going to do a 3-day egg diet, but I really enjoyed it. So I extended it for 5 days, where it's basically strictly eggs. I did add a couple things here and there, a couple veggies. I have 2 scrambled eggs, an over easy egg that already busted when I was taking out the thing. Then I tried to do a hard boiled egg. For some reason, okay, she just was not. She wasn't having it. She wasn't feeling it. It just didn't happen. So it's like a soft boiled slash poached slashed, she kind of fucked up kind of egg. That's what it is. That's what we got going. I do have sriracha on her. I have this green avocado salsa type thing on my scrambled eggs. It's been my favorite lately. Got some Tabasco. Put that over there. I've been liking doing if you like a runny egg, like a runny yolk or whatever. I've been doing an over easy egg over my scrambled eggs. There's something about that yolk that mixes in with the eggs. Delicioso, okay? Si magnifique. Crystal Light, raspberry lemonade, I think, and water. So the only things I've been drinking is water. It's my favorite drink, so I don't mind. I love water. Also, my iced coffees, which is no sugar, no cream, no sweeteners, no absolutely nothing, just coffee, water. That's it. Bada boom, we done. Okay, let's get into this. Listen, even though it's just eggs, and I have been eating eggs for 5 days straight, honey. Mm. When I get it, it's like a reward. Listen, Linda, it be so damn good, honey. It be good. I need all that yolk up on my spoon. Mm-hmm. Mm. That green avocado salsa, honey. Ooh, bitch. Okay. I started September 1st. Um, Today's the 5th. It's been 5 days straight of the eggs. I will probably continue with the eggs as my main source of food, I think, for a minute. Probably until I just get sick of it. Right now, I'm enjoying it still. I'm not tired of it. It's not making me sick. It's not making me nauseous. I do have a steak for tomorrow. But I will be eating it with eggs. Lord, honey, I'm so hungry. So yeah, 5 days. So what I'm doing is the egg diet. And I'm doing the air quotes because it's not a very strict egg diet, although it is. Like I said, I've been incorporating other things. So I bought a can of green beans and I divided it up into 2 days. And so I had some eggs and green beans. And then I think there was a night I had some Brussels sprouts, because I was still hungry when I first started this. And I had, I think like 8 Brussels sprouts, cut them in half. The main objective right now is to cut out carbs, cut back on the calories, for the month of September, going really hard. This egg was so damn runny that I put it in the microwave for 10 seconds and it cooked the yolk all the fucking way. Oh, Jesus. I should have just stuck with the one I had in the fridge. But anyway, I keep getting sidetracked. I was mumbling and rambling. I don't like if you see most of the food missing from the last clip, it's probably because I cut out the scenes because I was just going on about stuff that I just really didn't need to go on about. I started on the first. I've been eating OMAD, 1 meal a day, fasting. So I usually eat anywhere after 2 o'clock, between 2 to probably about 6, somewhere in there where I get it in where I can fit it in. I've also been working out, except for yesterday. I did not, um, because it's not funny. But on Wednesday, I went to go work out. Monday, I worked out, right? Had on my sauna suit, sweatpants, hoodie, killed it, right? Uphill. Killed the workout. Walked up hills. I did 2.76 miles, okay? And it was my first time legit working out in 2 years since my heart attack and aortic dissection, right? Which happened while I was working out. Hence why I've been scared to work out, okay? Legit have PTSD because of that shit. I digress. I worked out finally, okay? Had my little app, all that. Good to go. I was cool. I had a couple anxiety attacks, but I was cool. The first mile got me. I almost turned around. I was like, no, 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 no. Remember, discipline, yada, 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 telling myself all these things, made it through the workout. Cool. Tuesday, I kind of recovered from the walk. So I worked out on the bike, and it was kind of hot that day. So I worked out on the bike, which is in my bathroom, and did an hour on the bike. It was cool. Went at my own speed. I'm not trying to go crazy, right? Wednesday comes around. It's nice and hot. Didn't check the humidity, but I knew it was hot. Okay. Now where I'm at, Seattle-ish area, we don't get much humidity here. I did not check the humidity before I left. I was like, oh, it's nice and sunny, but it's fairly early in the day. I think I can go out and kill it. Yeah. Almost took me out. So I go on my walk. I was like, I did 2.76 and I felt pretty damn good. Let me get in 3. After 2 miles, I sat down. Was like, whoo, bitch. Kind of hot, heart racing. And like I said, PTSD. So I was like, let me just sit down. 5 minutes probably. Get up, start walking again. Probably half a block. I was like, yeah, no, I don't think this is it today. This is not a good idea. Mind you, I'm still about half a mile from the house. So I was contemplating which should I cross the street, walk up to my block, or and there was no shade. It was just strictly sun. There was no shade on that block. I can see it. Or should I keep walking and then turn up my block, which would make the walk maybe 3/4 of a mile instead of half a mile. I was like, I'm gonna go where there's a shade. It might be a little bit longer, but there's shade. I attempted to go that way. As soon as I did that and passed the other street, I knew that's where I fucked up. Okay. Yeah, I know it. I know it. Um, Luckily, there is a nice grassy knoll with a park bench. Not a park, not nothing, just a bench and a grassy knoll in the shade. Let me go sit my ass down. Okay. Went to go sit down. Then the sit down turned into, I need to lay down because we got to pass out. I feel it. I feel it in my spirit. So I laid my ass down on the bench. I'm like, okay, I think I got it. I think I got it. Sat up. I was like, oh my God, I'm not close to the house. So I sent out a text and she wanted to send me an Uber, but I'm not really in a place to be sent an Uber because there's no actual address. It's not funny, but listen, God, me and my ways of learning shit the hard way. Like, when does it end? When does it end? So I text my son. I was like, hey, I need help. And my car is immobile currently. Okay. So he walked over with a cup of water. I was like, I need some water. I need some water. Your mama did too much. I need some water. He was like, okay, I'm on the way. Mind you, I'm half a mile from the house, so that's still about a 10-minute walk. It's about 10 minutes. And, I didn't make it seem urgent, so he didn't run to me. I didn't need him to do all that. So I drank the water, still wasn't feeling too hot. I was like, I don't know what I'm about to do. How is your girl about to get home? It took about 20 minutes to finally get my shit together to be able to be like, okay, I think I can walk home. By then I had took off my socks, took off my shoes, grounded for a little bit, put my bare feet in the grass, took off the jacket, and then but I still had on the sauna shirt, the pants, and the sweatpants over it. It was warmer that day than I had expected it to be. Come to find out, the humidity was at 80%. For my area, that is very, very uncommon. Okay, that is so not our weather at all. I say all that to say I finally made it home. I did 2.5 miles that day, and it almost took me out. Okay, it almost took me out. I was so drained. There was so much sweat. I love to work out where I sweat like that, though. I will probably go on Amazon and order me one of those backpacks with the water thing. I love the fact that I went back to working out and I've been okay so far. Had a couple hiccups, I have to say, so I think I need to take it a little bit easier and ease my way into it just a little bit more. But I will continue with the diet end of it because, I mean, honestly, my end goal, what I'm setting out to do is to be healthier. Um, like I said and mentioned 2 years ago, I did have an aortic dissection, which is where the artery tears. Well, it tore from the heart and it kind of splintered all the way down. Um, then ended up having a heart attack. Um, had open heart surgery, recovered from that very nicely and quickly. Not too bad. That is something my brother did pass away from, though, and then come to find out, it is hereditary. I have Marfan syndrome, um, and over the past few years, I think I've been pretty healthy-ish, and I think I could just be healthier. I'm 48. I'm excited to turn 50, so I want to make sure I do. I want to make sure that I'm healthy turning, going into 50 and beyond. So I think it's time to take health a little more seriously. I was diagnosed with diabetes a few years back, I think like 4-ish years back, 4 or 5 years. I don't know exactly how many, but somewhere in there. Um, and um, I reversed that within a couple of months, not even a full 3 months, not even to my next doctor's appointment. Um, so that was a whole thing, and I learned how to eat food and I learned how to use food to work for me. So out of all the diets that I've done over the years prior to even learning about me being diabetic, and then moving forward, all the fad diets, I am basically taking everything I learned from that, putting into this to see where it goes. Okay. In the 5 days that I've done this, it's been almost 10 pounds. So I think it was like 9.6, I believe 9.6 pounds that I've lost in total since Monday. And yeah, I'm excited. For me on my end, it's not so much about the weight loss. I will probably lose a few more pounds. By a few, I mean probably like another 10 or 15K. Um, and then from there, it will probably like stabilize unless I do things to make myself lose more weight. But um, end goal isn't to lose weight like that. My end goal is to get healthier and stay healthier. But anyway, we are on this journey. I will probably do a few more videos. If you have questions, ask down below in the comments. If you have a statement, just remember I'm doing what works for me. Broke my fast with this. Won't eat again until tomorrow. around this time. I ate at 4, so I will probably be hungry a little sooner. I think the longest fast I did this week was 22 hours. It was almost 23. I think the longest fast I've ever done was 98 hours. I will probably get back into fasting that long somewhere towards in probably like a couple of weeks. I'm just giving myself I'm giving my body the time to adjust to what I'm doing to it. So, yeah, cutting back the calories, taking out the processed carbs, taking out most of the carbs, but definitely the processed carbs, and go from there. Okay. On the road to healthy. Well, until we eat again, until next time, please remember I love you. Take care of you. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands, wash your ass, spread them cheeks in the shower, honey. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, stay sugar free and sucker free. No sucker shit over here. We just vibe and chill, all right? Bye.